Hey there. Are you looking to monetize your Facebook group? Is that a goal of yours? Because if so, you're in the right place today. As much as I hate the M word, like monetize, it doesn't even feel like a real word to me. The truth is, few people can actually afford to run a Facebook group or any type of online community as a public service. The bills have to get paid one way or the other. Or as I like to say, groceries got to get on the table, right? My name is Tonya Kubo, and I specialize in online community design, development, and growth. People hire me and our community management agency to design strategy for their groups and when it makes sense to manage the proper care and feeding of their members so that they can focus on other aspects of their business. Now, usually the other aspects of their business are revenue generating aspects. And so in this workshop, I want to talk about the various strategies and techniques that people use to generate revenue through their communities. Some of these are specific to Facebook, but most of these would apply to any community you might have. So stick with me. This workshop is going to be short and sweet and definitely to the point. So go ahead and type in the comments. Let me know you're here. Remember, I use StreamYard to go live. And so sometimes I don't always get to like know that you're here. And I am actually going to very quickly check the feed. I see we've got some viewers, but my audio is off in my ears. Okay, so Latoya says she's here, so I'm assuming she's not reading my lips. She actually hears my words. So I'm going to take that as a sign to move forward. All right. So, what I want to talk to you about today is I want to talk to you about the 6 most common monetization ideas for communities. Now, this is not an exhaustive list, right? This is just kind of like the 6 major ones. Most things, like you might say, well, you didn't talk about this, Tonya. Most things will fall under these. These are more general terms, but I feel like it's an important place to start the conversation, right? Once you go, oh, that idea sounds good, or oh, that idea sounds good, then we can drill down a little bit deeper. So when it comes to monetizing your Facebook group, if you've been around here for longer than a minute, you know that I am a huge advocate of designing a group based on where you plan for that group to sit within your business model. So, if at all possible, I recommend that before you even start a group, wherever you start it, you have a clear idea of what the business purpose is for the group. So, how's it going to serve you? How's it going to serve the members? But also, how does it fit into the overall business model? Because that lets you know what makes sense, right? Because at some point, you're going to have to decide, how long am I willing to ride this train before I decide it's a success? What are those measurements of success? So, I recommend that you do all of that in the design phase. But if you're somebody going, okay, I've had a group for a while and it's not making me any money, or I'm not sure if my group can make me any money, or you're somebody who's thinking about starting a community and you're just not sure what your revenue generating options are, this workshop is going to help you at least just like shortlist some ideas that may work. So the first idea we're going to do, and I'm actually just going to, rather than using notes today, I've just got some banners I'm going to share with you to keep me on track. So the first monetization strategy that I want to talk about is sponsored posts and product reviews. Now, keep in mind, this is not an option for a lot of group members. But if this is something that interests you or you want to know a little bit more about it, a great person in our group to ask about this would be Jen McKinnon. Jen McKinnon runs, she's from Practical by Default. That's the name of her website. But she has the Working Homeschool Mom Club. It has almost 30,000 members, if it hasn't hit 30,000 already. And she oftentimes gets offers for sponsored posts and requests for paid product reviews in her group. And this is her free Facebook group, but it is highly engaged, has a lot of people. And because it focuses on working homeschool moms, right, that's a very specific niche. So if you are a homeschool curriculum provider, if you are somebody who is selling planners or routines or other services to homeschool families, then Jen has 27,000 of your ideal clients sitting right there in her group. And it might make sense for you as a business owner to sponsor posts or product reviews in her group. Now, she gets these requests so often that she actually has formal sponsorship packages. So Jen McKinnon would be a great person to ask. I happen to know that Deshelle McVeigh, who is also in this group, she has a homeschool curriculum plan. She does the same thing where she will do sponsored posts and product reviews. Most of those are on her website. Some are in her Facebook group. So it just depends. Now, here's something to be aware of. There was a time when this actually wasn't allowed. So if you remember life in the wee early days of Facebook, there was a time when it was against Facebook's terms and conditions for you to charge anybody for the right to post in your group, right? Anything, right? You couldn't charge for content. You couldn't charge for brand mentions for anything. That quietly went away a few years ago when Facebook was experimenting with paid ads in groups, right? Like allowing group owners to run ads in their own communities. And then, there was a very light beta test of letting advertisers run ads in other people's communities, like Petition, right? It's not like somebody could run ads in here without my permission, but to reach out to me through Facebook, like run their ad through Facebook, targeting my group with my permission. That was very clunky. It did not last long. But generally speaking, sponsored posts and product reviews, and like I said, totally ask Jen McKinnon if you've got additional questions on the practical side of this. But really what it involves is charging a fee and, having however many placements you want in your group where you are recommending a product or a service. You need to disclose. Like, this isn't a Facebook rule, but the Federal Trade Commission here in the US does require you to disclose that you are getting paid for that promotion. So some people will do hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad. I prefer a very explicit sentence that says, this post or, our group, like, special thanks to our sponsor this month, Acme Widget Company. And let me tell you a little bit about Acme Widget Company, or this is a sponsored post by Acme Widget Company. Like, I like to be very explicit. I like to be like, I don't do the bait and switch thing, but I also just don't want anybody to feel like they've been taken advantage of because they bought something not realizing that I was getting compensated in some way, that there was a paid relationship there. So I think if, clear is kind, right? Brene Brown says that. It's pretty true. Now, if you're looking for sponsors or products to review, if this is an idea that sounds good to you, reaching out to brands and businesses that you already know and love, that your group members would know and love, that's the best place to start. And if you can't think of anything, ask your members. Say, hey, what products or services are you curious about? And then you can pitch those companies. But again, this is a strategy that tends to work well if you have a very large group, or you serve a very specific niche, and because ultimately it has to be worth the sponsor's time, energy, and financial investment to get in front of your audience. All right, so that is the first strategy, is sponsored posts and product reviews. And if you have any questions on that, please type them here in the comments. The second is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing it's similar to like a sponsorship, but the thing with affiliate marketing, I just realized that I'm wearing Abby's sweater and it's like all dirty right there. That's like awesome. Okay, well, let's just unzip that, because I know for some of you that would be highly, highly distracting. Okay, so affiliate marketing, generally, it's not as personal of a relationship between you and the company. Most companies are pretty much come one, come all when it comes to opening up affiliate opportunities. For instance, ConvertKit, like I'm a ConvertKit affiliate. I have not made a single dime. I've been an affiliate of theirs since 2018. Haven't made a single dime. Obviously not a highly successful affiliate of ConvertKit, but all I had to do was fill out a form, I had to be a ConvertKit user in good standing. I had to fill out a form, and then they just gave me a link right then and there and told me to put the link anywhere. And they just recently, they didn't used to do this, but just recently they started emailing me once a month, giving me ideas on how to promote ConvertKit to my audience. So it seems like it wasn't a big investment to them on making their affiliate successful or getting affiliate sales. Now it is a bigger deal to them because they are investing in that. So with affiliate marketing, you sign up for, products, product services, whatever, you get your affiliate account, and then you share that link in the group. Again, just like with sponsored posts and product reviews, I recommend being very explicit and telling people like these, this is an affiliate link or this is a referral link, which means if you click this link and make a purchase, I may make a small commission, a large commission, whatever size commission you might make, at no extra charge to you, right? I do think it's important to let people know they're not going to be charged extra, right? If they bought it directly if you go and sign up directly with ConvertKit, it doesn't cost less than if you sign up using my ConvertKit link. So we use a very, very light, casual, no pressure form of affiliate marketing here in the Secret to Thriving Online Communities, which is where if you go into the file section, there is a document in there called resources. If you click on resources, there are just recommended resources, programs, tools that I think make sense for community managers to consider. Some of the links in that document are affiliate links, right? The ConvertKit link is an affiliate link. The one for Love at First Search's Attract and Activate program, which is an SEO program, that's an affiliate link. The Canva link is an affiliate link. The Viral Marketing Stars, which is a Canva template membership, that's an affiliate link. Liz Wilcox's email marketing membership, the link in there, that's an affiliate link. You know it's not an affiliate link? The link to Mighty Networks, the link to Loom, that's not an affiliate link. The StreamYard link's an affiliate link, but the Loom one is not an affiliate link. Member Vault, not an affiliate link. So there's a lot that aren't affiliate links in there. It's a mix. So I just have the disclaimer. It's either at the top or at the bottom. It might be in both places, but that's how we do it here. Sometimes I make a commission. Sometimes I don't. Like right now, I am making $4.50 a month from somebody who is in Liz Wilcox's email marketing membership. It's a $9 a month membership, and Liz gives 50% of that $9 to whoever refers somebody in, right? So that's the other thing with affiliate marketing. You can earn a lot of money from affiliate marketing. You can earn a little bit of money from affiliate marketing. For instance, like courses, a $3,000 course that pays 10% of a commission isn't half bad. And most of the time they'll pay like 20%, right? A $27 product that pays 50% is probably going to buy you Starbucks, but not much else. But it is a way of earning an income through your group that doesn't require a ton of extra work. So that is an option. Third option is group membership fees. Now, I feel like this one's a little, you guys know that I like to be fair. I like to be honest. I like to be ethical. So this is one where you might go, yeah, Tonya, I don't know if that counts. But I do think it's important for anybody who is considering having an online community, who has a Facebook group or a group on another platform or is considering it, to know that there is no rule that says your group has to be free. No rule at all. You don't have to have a free group before you start a paid group. And you don't have to have a free group at all. There are a lot of people who only have paid groups. So because we were talking about Liz Wilcox, let's talk about her again. Her only Facebook group is her $9 a month email marketing membership. That's it. Pay $9 a month, you get in her Facebook group. You don't pay $9 a month, you can be on her email list. You can buy her products, but you're not going to get into a Facebook group community with her. So I'm thinking Tarzan K, it doesn't exist anymore, but she's a copywriter. For several years, she had one Facebook group. But the only way to get inside that Facebook group was to buy a product from her. Didn't matter if the product was $200, $2,000, $20,000. Everybody was funneled into one Facebook group. So those are examples of how, like, those, Those aren't exactly a membership fee, right? But those are some examples of how you can set up a group to be a revenue generator all by itself from the beginning. And then, of course, you can also charge membership fees. Like you could set up your community like a membership, charge a monthly fee. Some people will do kind of a Patreon model where let's just use the example of a podcast because it's easy. Everybody can listen to the podcast, right? Everybody can go online, get the show notes, get this and get that. But if you want the outtakes are shared behind some kind of paywall. Could be in the Circle community, could be in Mighty Networks, could be on Patreon, right? But there is, for people who pay, there's exclusive content that only they get. So those are some ways that you can kind of take that group membership model and apply it to your community. All right, fourth thing, digital product sales. You have a group, right? In theory, your group is somewhat aligned to your business. And so you can then sell your products that you have created that solve the problems that your group members have to the group members who have those problems. Now, you know how I feel about being a salesy weirdo. So like the purpose of today's workshop is to give you the different options that exist for monetizing your Facebook group. I'm not teaching you the humane, ethical way to do that. That's a whole different topic. But I just need to be clear that I do not advocate under any circumstances being a salesy weirdo, okay? And Molly Mahoney gets credit for the term salesy weirdo. She taught it to me. Maybe she didn't invent it. But if you ever use salesy weirdo, don't credit me, credit Molly Mahoney. So digital product sales. So whether that's printables, planners, it could be your online courses. It can be kind of anything that's a digital product, but you can sell that, an ebook even. You can sell that through your group, right? How many book launch groups have you been in where in order to get in the group, you had to buy the book? Right now, granted, the author, if it's a traditionally published book, the author is only making $1 off of your purchase, but still technically offsets the cost of being in the group. Although, again, right, royalty, like Stephen King lives off of his royalties. Lee Child lives off of his royalties. Most authors you and me know, they got a day job, right? But digital product sales are a way that you can offset the expenses of running a Facebook group. Fifth option is the option you see live and in living color in this group all the time, which is services, right? I am a service provider. I'm an online community strategist who you can hire to design strategy for you with your community. You can hire me to evaluate your community strategy, figure out, what's working, what's not working. And you can hire me and my team to manage your online community, right? Those are the services we provide. We have no secrets around here. We do not pretend that we do other things. Like that is what we do here. We talk about it a lot. If that's a service you need, you know how to find us, right? That is a way that you can quote unquote monetize your Facebook group. So for me, this Facebook group actually accounts for about 50% of my business revenue each year. Hasn't always been the case. It's been since 2020. In 2019, this group opened in like May of 2019. In 2019, it was not 50% of my revenue, but starting in 2020, it was. And what I mean by that, it's people who join this group, see me in action, talk to me, get to know me in here, decide to hire me later. And so I count that as revenue that is generated from this group, even though this group isn't like some salesy groups you know of. All right, one more tip. Last one is merchandise. So this is another one where you might be going, Tonya, like, I don't know. Yes, just like sponsored post and product reviews, this is one that does not apply to all groups. But if you have a group that has a really strong group identity or culture, like branded merchandise, like having merchandise created through something like whether it's Printful, Custom Ink, Zazzle, any of those kind of print on demand companies, but having merchandise created that members can buy so that they can all sort of share their pride at being part of that community is an option, and it is a monetization strategy. So I'm thinking of like Subtle Asian Baking is a group here on Facebook. It is exactly what it sounds like. Started during the pandemic. All the Asian bakeries were closed. Asian American, first generation, second generation kids who didn't know how to make the things, but still had the cravings of the things, took to Facebook trying to learn how to make the things, right? So Kat, who is the owner of Subtle Asian Baking, she got a book deal not too long ago. But before she had a book deal, like members of the group were creating merchandise for group members, right? And and then they'd share it with her, and some things were sold, and some things were done as fundraisers and all sorts of different things. But you could do that, right? Like you could, well, for instance, so like I work with the California Breastfeeding Coalition. This is an example of a shirt that we created. Can't really see it. It's like the tightest shirt ever, too. Good golly. And it came from Bonfire. And when they tell you that their women's fit runs 2 sizes too small, they mean it. Believe them on that. I did not believe them on that. But anyhow, you can see the shirt. So we sold these through Bonfire as a fundraiser. We charged $6 more than the cost of the shirt. So we made like $500. So again, merchandise may not be exactly something you want to do. It may not be the type of endeavor that puts groceries on the table, but merchandise plus affiliate marketing in your group might be, or merchandise plus something else, or merchandise might just be fun for group identity, right? Like having people go out and take pictures. I mean, it could just be fun for a lot of other reasons, but I didn't want to discount it and I didn't want to leave it out. So I wanted to make sure I shared that with you. So I warned you that today was going to be a very short and sweet workshop because I have to head out to open house and my kids go to school half hour away from here. So really quickly, we covered today 6 different strategies to use to monetize your online community or your Facebook group. So the first one was sponsored posts and product reviews. The second, go there. The second was affiliate marketing. Third was group membership fees. Fourth, digital product sales. Fifth, services. And then sixth is merchandise. Now, usually I would open things up for questions right now, but we are out of time, or I am out of time. But that doesn't mean that you can't ask questions. I would love it if you would ask questions here in the comments. Andrea's on vacation. She was on vacation last week. She's on vacation this week, so she will not be responding. However, I will be checking in later tonight when I get home and also tomorrow. Happy to answer your questions on monetization strategies. I do have an article on my website that digs a little bit more deeply into these different ideas, and I will share that link later today. But until next time, keep in mind, so we're here live every Monday. See, I'm just forgetting all my stuff, aren't I? We're here every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Next week, we will be talking about creating a strong community identity. So if you were listening to me today and going, ooh, merch for my group sounds like fun, but we don't yet have a strong identity, come to next week's workshop. Let's talk about creating that strong group identity, and then maybe merch will be on your list for 2024. Have a great day.